As an awakened spirit, Christopher is bringing his message of spiritual oneness and unity consciousness to humanity through his workshops, lectures, meditations, drumming, and sound healing events. Christopher's great-grandmother is a descendant of the Sequoia, the Cherokee Indian who created the Native American writing style for his people. Christopher taps into this lineage when connecting to nature, spirit, and during his drum birthing workshops and drum circles. Through his work, Christopher leads audiences to seek truth and power within themselves, releasing the logical facilities and attachments of the egoic mind, leading to their opening to the power of the spirit within. Christopher understands that all matter, seen and unseen, and life itself is energy composed of waveforms. As life and energy beings vibrating in the physical and mental realms, brain waves, we also must consciously return to our minds in harmonious waveform patterns back to their natural state and natural frequencies in harmony with nature. Looking deeply into scripture, Christopher is able to reveal deep principles that all the great spirits were sharing in their time. Christopher has been performing as a musician since the age of 17. His lectures, event workshops, drum circles, and sound healing events are held across the United States. He will be speaking on Gong meditation, the vibrations of you. We will follow the sermon with a moment of silence for those who wish to reflect. That was a tough one.
So I'm going to talk just a little bit more before we do the meditation. As I was saying, the oneness, as we turn within and we find that beauty that leads our heart, we start to realize that it's easy to love thy neighbor. That's the part of them that makes us one. Everyone was brought up in a different environment. Everyone has different stuff that was put upon them that we have to go in and die daily of. But there's something that connects all of us. So simply smiling to a stranger, truly smiling to yourself in another manifestation. When you start to really see that, you say, oh, it's easy to love thy neighbor because that part of them connects us. And as you go throughout the world and you start to meet people, you start to smile. You start to see things a little differently. You start to look at the little creatures a little differently because we're truly one. There is only one. God is omniscient, without his presence, everywhere. It's when we set out of our beliefs and we start to believe that we start to find that there's good and bad, and that belief went into collective consciousness. That is. How would that go up? Oh, there you go. Hello, Zoom. So take the time to find your path, your way to turn within. There's so much external inspiration. There's so much of you in other people. And if staring into other people's eyes does scare you, do it to a mirror. Because as you're looking through those eyes of yourself, you're looking into the window of everyone else. And when you really start to see deeper in yourself, you start to see all the different things that the great mystics, Jesus, Buddha, all of them were talking about, how we have something divine inside of us. We don't need to seek that divinity. We need to seek what has been put upon us so that we could begin to shed that. And as that beauty blossoms, people in the Native American culture, there's a saying, all that we have truly isn't ours. So what we do have, we must share. And as this wisdom starts to come up, because you're not learning anything, you're remembering stuff. As you shed the things that no longer serve you, you start to bring out these things inside of you that have always been there. Every answer, everything, every question you have, the answer is inside of you. You just need that external inspiration sometimes to turn within. And as you find this beauty, just share it. Don't evangelize it, just share it, because somebody that is put in front of you was put in front of you because the Great Spirit knew your mouth would allow that spirit to come out, because there's none good but the Father. So if you see anyone doing good, you know that the beauty of that Great Spirit is coming out of them. Christopher, when you see Christopher doing good, Christopher isn't doing the good. Christopher is holding and withholding that potential to do the opposite of good, so that the beauty does come out. And when you get that humble and you're able to say, this is not I, but him that sent me, then you start to realize we are all one. We are all, in this together. And again, just simply smiling to a stranger. We don't need to know if it changed their whole day, but it could change their whole outlook. And there's nothing more beautiful than smiling to yourself, even if it's in the face of somebody else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the gong for a little bit. I want you just to get into your own minds and own meditation. The disciples in the Gospel of Thomas, one of the Dead Sea Scrolls, asked Jesus, what is life? His answer was movement and rest. And when you look at that, it's a duality. Life is a duality. It takes energy for me to breathe in. But that rest is actually a divine feminine. It's the exhale, because from that divine feminine, we birth a new breath in. And this whole thing, when we first were born, we had this inhale. And then throughout life, we inhale and exhale. That energizes the body. And then when we leave here, we give that one last exhale. But that divine feminine exhale, there's going to be an inhale someplace else. So just knowing that. So allow yourselves, just get comfortable. I'm going to play the gong for a little bit, and then we'll close it up. So follow your breath. As you breathe in, you know that you are alive. As you breathe out, you know that you are one with the great Creator. Bring your awareness back to your breath. That beautiful in-breath and that beautiful out-breath. When you're ready, I want you to take your hands and just gently rub them together. And you're going to place them over your eyes so that when you open your eyes, you, the divine you, will be the first thing that you see. So just remember that analogy, being under the tree, praying for the sunlight to hit you. Eventually, you'll step out from under the tree, and then eventually you'll realize you are the sunlight. You always have been. You are the Great Spirit. You always have been. The Great Spirit in these beautiful creations that we see in the mirror. So take the time for yourself, self-love. Take the time to breathe. You are life. You are pure. And as you begin to believe that more and more, that's when the beauty happens. That's when the things of this world, the crooked path becomes straight. The desires you have with no greed attached tend to just pop up and present themselves to you. Aw, I didn't even see the doggy. That's so beautiful. This is a cool church. It was very quiet the whole time. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And after this, after we're done, if anyone wants to try standing in the bowl, see what the whole fuss was about. So thank you, I love you.